Hey everybody, welcome to tonight's pour. Now tonight's pour is going to be another commission piece. This is going to be a Christmas gift for a young gal. I honestly don't know her name, but I was commissioned to do it for her, and she wanted a little mermaid, Ariel. So they brought this to me, and so I'm going to do blues for because it's a mermaid, she's going to be in the water. And so kind of like the sea turtle ones I do, I'm going to do blues with I put some, because I've already put the paint down on the canvas, but I got my blue, which was Artist Loft blue, and I added some of this a little bit lighter blue in there. I added some white and some pearlized golden green and a little red. So I pulled that in. I just poured it out. I kind of, I used my palette knife to spread it around, torched it. Now what I want to do is I was trying to think what would be the best way. I could put, since the canvas is like this way, so I could put it to where she's like here, but then they would have to hang it like this painting here up and down. So I thought, no, what's another way I could do? I can't just layer on there and have the, so what I've decided to do, since she's kind of like that, the tail turned a little bit, I'm going to start here at the tail and kind of like she swooped in like that. So that's what we're going to do. So all I got to do is adjust the camera. We can get started. All right, so I've taken her out of the package, and it looks like she bends like this. So I'm actually going to put her about right here, but I'm going to have her sitting up a little bit, so she's out of it a little bit. So we're going to go right here. So I want to have the effect go like that, like she came swimming and it's going back up, maybe up here like that. So about right there. So I want to go across there. All right. Let me get the fire. So kind of want it more up this way a little bit. So we'll have her like right there. I think that looks good. Let me give her a torch. All right, there we have it. All we have to do is wait for this to dry, and we can set her in right there. And I think we'll have a really nice piece. All right, so this is dried. So we have our mermaid right here. I think I'm gonna get her up a little bit like that. They're right in there, like right there, like right there, yep. So this is a 10 by 20 canvas We're using 7 ounces of Promise epoxy on this. 3.5 the hardener, 3.5 the epoxy. I buy these cups that have the ounces on it, so I can just measure it right up there. And of course, the reason I know that there's 7 ounces of resin that we need for this size of a canvas is because I went to Art Resin Calculator on the web and punched in the size of this canvas, and voila, it tells me exactly how many ounces I need. Great tool. Of course, I've done so many of these, I don't need to look it up every time. But I do canvases that are different shapes here and there, so I still use it on occasion for canvases I'm not familiar with, the size for resin wise. And like not too long ago, I did a skateboard. So I just measured the length of it and the width of it and typed that in, and it told me how much resin I needed for that skateboard. And of course, it was correct. I had just enough. Probably a little bit more, but that's all right. You want to make sure you have, I really do like having more than I need. Not a ton more, but it's better than being not enough. Then you have to mix more, and you've only got so much time before this epoxy starts hardening up. So yeah, make sure I got all the edges. So that is a very good tool to use. It saves you, it probably saved me lots of money, because I would just be winging how much I need, and I'd probably pour too much, because I will say, even though I've done this size of canvas hundreds of times or more, it always seems like it's not going to be enough. So if I was just eyeballing it, I probably would mix way too much, which means I would waste resin, and it would cost me more money. So we're just going to pop all these bubbles. Looks like I might need to get some more butane in my torch here. Hold on. It's not real strong, so let me get that real quick. So it usually just comes in a can like this, and you just stick it right on the end there and push, and it fills up. Until you get it full. Doesn't take but a few seconds. Whew, stinks. It's like propane. From what I understand, propane does not have a smell to it naturally, so they put the smell in so you will be able to smell it. Which you might be going, well, why would they do that? Well, if there's a leak, you would smell it. And that's what you want. Anyway, at our work we use propane for a lot of our forklifts are propane driven, and so they have a little area that has a bunch of propane tanks. They're big, probably bigger than a propane tank you get for your grill. They're a little bit bigger than that, maybe twice as big. But I've changed plenty of those. And you have to wear special type of gloves so that you do not get it on your hands, because when that stuff comes out, if that stuff happens to squirt out, it is very cold and you could get frostbite by it. Just a little tip, free of charge. You're welcome. All right, still got some bubbles in here. See, I'll get this. There's a lot of bubbles still left in here. So this is going to 2 little girls, and I think they're really going to be happy with these. Getting these for Christmas. Now, the one thing I do worry about is that they're young enough that they might not appreciate the art, but want the toy itself. So, because when I gave my granddaughter a Frozen one that I did, I think she was about 5 or 6. She was not as happy as I thought she was going to be with it. But I think it was because she couldn't play with it. But she'll appreciate it as she gets older, I'm sure. Alright, I think we're getting close. Alright, let me stand up here real quick. Let's see if I can see anything. I think we got her. Alright, so we're going to take it. I'm going to set her right in there. Just like that. We'll probably go like that. Here you go. Awesome. So we have her swimming, coming up like that. So cool. Alright. Let me know what you think. Hit the like button, leave a comment, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.